All I know is he scored 71 points against the Clippers. It was the last game of the season. He gets it. Freaks has all the skills to keep up the scoring like this, but Kenny's right. He can't chase the stats.
Well, I'm glad that we could open up that old wound on the Admiral.
Sure did. Yeah. Thanks, David Robinson. Don't let me see you in San Antonio.
Shout out to the Admiral. Here's Kevin Harlan with the call.
Remember the Alamo.
The crowd is assembled here at the Target Center in Minneapolis, looking for the Timberwolves to have a victory here on their home floor. And we've got it for you live, right here on 2K Sports. Pacers are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court right now for the Pacers. George Hill out there with Ellis. Then it's Gorgui Dieng. Then it's Paul George. And it's Lee in at the power forward position. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. And that one's good, Ellis. Freak with it. Inside, Towns kicks to Scott. Lee with the steal. Good, the assist goes to Hill.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Martin dishes to Freak. Pass to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Hunter. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Martin, the pass to Hunter. Back to Martin. Out to the wing from about 19 feet. And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Kevin Martin. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Frank Vogel and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Doing a good job staying tight on their perimeter shooters is something that he wants his guys to focus on. He knows how much this team can hurt you if you give them too much room on the perimeter, and they're determined not to let that happen in this one, gentlemen.
Thank you, Doris. Devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of your defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the three-point line.
Here's Babbitt. A 14-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line for 2.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Hill. Indiana again missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And that one's good. Hunter.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Towns with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Freak with the ball. Scott kicks to Hunter.
can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top.
While we
Spacing,
have the chance, we like
Spacing.
to reveal the list of the past month's best teams in the NBA. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Now, they've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
Here's the screen. It's rebounded by Indiana. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Here's Hunter following the basket by George Hill. Here's Towns. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't get the chance for the and one.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Jang. And Towns drops them both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Outside Hill. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Here's George. 17 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Freak. Kicks it to Martin. Here's the floater. Rebound by Lee.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
And that one's good, Ellis.
Yes, George Hill.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And here's George. Following the three-pointer by Freak. George dishes to Zeller.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Hill. 14th in steals, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And as we've been seeing, I mean, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet and quick hands.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Timberwolves leading by 3. Baseline jumper. Ellis with some nice D. The Pacers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Scott pulls it in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Take a look at the Cavaliers. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot. But it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, the Pacers, 5.5 games behind.
I think for the Pacers, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Here's Towns after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Here's Hunter. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Shot clock at 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. That's a 2 from Martin. Releases from the wing and drills it. Pacers trail by 3. And here is Hill. A 14-point game for him in the win against Sacramento.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
There's Ellis with the 3 ball, and the Pacers another 3.
Ellis. Timeout call for Minnesota. All right, target center coming on the court now. Come on, give it up. All right, fans, that was yours.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lee with the steal. Ellis outside. Here's George. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. George has got 5 points so far. Pass to Hunter. Right at the free throw line. And he knocks down the jumper.
The shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Hill passes to George. It's back to Hill. Pick by Zeller. Off the pick. Hill, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Scott kicks to Hunter. Can't get it to go. And Indiana will go the other way with it. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
Hey, you know, when you only see a team twice a year, Greg, it's hard to really get a good understanding of who they are or a good feel for them. And oftentimes, that can lead to a series split.
Here's Towns after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Here's Delt and the foul on Monte Ellis. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for the Timberwolves. Clarkson, he's checked in for Indiana. The shot. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Now, here's Clarkson. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Sacramento. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Clarkson. There's the screen. Here's Hunter. Pekovic with a screen. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Ellis outside. Ellis draws the double. Here's Clarkson. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Clarkson's got it all tied up now for Indiana.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple. They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Hunter, no good. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Shot from 12. And it falls over the rim and in. Hunter's got 15.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And it's blocked by Hunter. There's the feed to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Now, Freak, 15 points in the game. Misses the wing three. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it, the fast break chance. And it's George finishing it off.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. It makes it look fun and easy.
Freak with it, picked up by Ellis. Hunter, no good. The Pacers shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. On the wing, George. And Indiana, another three.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Timberwolves trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And the pass to Hunter. Here's Delt. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana.